Have you ever played a game of billiards? If so, you have unwittingly experienced Newton's third law of motion, which states, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. In other words, when you hit the cue ball with your pool cue, the force of the cue ball hitting the cue is equal and opposite to the force of the cue hitting the ball. But what does this mean in practice? Let's say you're trying to push a heavy object, like a car, and you're having trouble getting it to budge. According to Newton's third law, the force you're applying to the car is being met with an equal and opposite force from the car pushing back against you. So even though it might feel like you're not making any progress, you're actually exerting a force that's just as strong as the force the car is exerting on you. It's important to note that the action-reaction principle can have different effects on different objects depending on their mass and acceleration. For instance, if you were to push a small box with a certain amount of force, the box would likely move with a greater acceleration than if you were to push a much larger box with the same amount of force. This law has some interesting implications beyond just playing pool or pushing cars. It helps explain how rockets are able to take off and how airplanes stay in the air.